Mimi nataka niulize nyinyi watu wa Lodwar, watu wa Turkana. Mimi niliamua nikasema hatutaki siasa ya kugawanya wananchi. Hatutaki siasa ya kugawanya watu. Hatuna biashara na ukabila. Hatuna siasa biashara na watu ya kugawanya watu ati nyinyi ni wa upande hii, nyinyi ni wa upande ile. Hata nikatengeneza serikali mpya ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote.
Yes, it is very clear that Ruto has started a strategy of fighting off GACHAGUA, but also trying to fight a new vote basket outside Mountain Kenya. Ruto has also realized that the Mountain Kenya has divorced with him. And I think those people who cheered him when he was impeaching GACHAGUA made him do one of the worst mistakes. The reason I'm saying that it is one of the worst mistakes, you cannot play with a region which voted for you, almost 50% of your votes, which has the largest voting basket, which has the biggest economy, which knows how to look for power, at least in history, because they have been in power for a very long time, to an extent that they even helped you to get power, and you put them in a corner like that. So William Ruto today attacks Rigathi Gachagua, which shows that he's planning a new political formation without the Kikuyus. So in this episode, I've come to talk about how William Ruto is scheming in forming a new political formation outside Mountain Kenya, because he's very sure that he's not going to get the votes from this region, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study matters we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So it is very clear that there is a divorce between the Mountain Kenya region and Ruto. Okay? It's because they impeached one of their own. Politics in Kenya is very tribal. And if a community sees that there is nothing for them in the government, they run away. Some people came out to say that Mountain Kenya region has 7 cabinet secretaries. They should not weep. And for me, I told them that at the level of the Mountain Kenya, being with 7 cabinet secretaries is nothing, because they have been with them, they have been with the president the most times. So at least the least position they must get is the DP position. I even went on to say that by picking Kindiki as a deputy is a scheme of dividing the mountain. And if it was Ruto, maybe I would pick Kimani Ichung'wah to retain the Kikuyu vote. At least they may not feel bad that even if you kicked out one of their own, you can retain one of their own. But even away from that, these frivolous charges which were put against Rigathi Gachagua, there are high chances that the courts are going to throw them out. So there is already a battlefront between Ruto and the Kikuyu community, which make the majority of votes in Mountain Kenya, because they make almost 70% of the votes. Okay, so William Ruto has started to build another new formation outside Mountain Kenya, and we shall see him visiting some of the smallest communities, and also do a lot of visits in Western Kenya, because this is where he should do a lot of heavy work, because the Western was voted largely for Raila Amolo Odinga. Before I proceed on this, let me first play with the tape as Ruto was attacking Gachagua, branding him a tribalist. In fact, what Ruto is doing is going in other ethnic groups, telling them on how his deputy is tribal, because already Gachagua has been calling the tribal, has been branded as a tribal leader, so that the other communities can follow Ruto. In fact, here is the tape.
Mimi nataka niulize nyinyi watu wa Lodwar, watu wa Turkana. Mimi niliamua nikasema hatutaki siasa ya kugawanya wananchi. Hatutaki siasa ya kugawanya watu. Hatuna biashara na ukabila. Hatuna biashara na watu ya kugawanya watu ati nyinyi ni wa upande hii, nyinyi ni wa upande ile. Hata nikatengeneza serikali mpya ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote. Mimi nauliza nyinyi watu wa Turkana, tulifanya makosa kuunganisha Kenya? Tulifanya makosa kutengeneza serikali ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote? Ati kuna watu wamekasirika ati kwa sababu nimepatia huyu Beatrice huyu a school ati akuwe waziri. Iko makosa hapo? Kuna makosa? Kuna makosa? Niendelee kuunganisha Wakenya ama nisiendelee? Niendelee ama nisiendelee? Wale wanasema tuendelee kuunganisha Wakenya nione kwa mkono. Tuko pamoja jameni? So we want to unite the people of Kenya because in unity we have the strength to drive through our challenges as a nation. In unity we can forge together to change the destiny of our nation. Tumekubaliana jameni? Mimi nawaomba munikubalie niunganishe Wakenya jameni, ndio tuweze kufanya kazi pamoja.
That is William Ruto. You clearly see Ruto is trying to create a new formation outside Mountain Kenya, but also branding Rigathi Gachagua as a tribal leader, so that by the time Rigathi Gachagua starts to move, you will get opposition from other communities. And that's why I keep on telling you that even Gachagua is making a mistake. Even when he's putting up a fight in the courts, he should move to other regions to seek for votes, to seek for support. This is what Ruto also did. When Ruto, by the way, was fighting Uhuru in the BBI, in the court cases, when he was being thrown out of the state lodges, he didn't relent. He used to move around the country. He used to visit every corner of the country. That's why he got support. So Gachagua should also stop in going home to sleep, waiting for the verdict of the court. He must move around the country because he's now being passed in the fire furnace to be made the president. There's no person who has ever been made the president without passing into tribulations. So the scheme by Ruto is such that he's moving around the country to form a formation by a small tribe, because he said this in Turkana. Okay, he's moving around the country, and this is the gospel is going to move around, saying that he made a government of national unity, blah blah blah. There are some people who never liked it, and by saying that there are some people who never wanted him to form government, it's meaning Rigathi Gachagua, because Rigathi Gachagua, even on his impeachment motion, there was a card that he was tribal. Okay. But it is also unfortunate that it's coming out to say that he's making a government of national unity when he appointed people from other committees. Now he's pushing out others. So that is not a national committee. In fact, the country is even more divided after Rigathi Gachagua was pushed out. So Ruto is a crude politician. He's moving around the country branding Rigathi Gachagua as tribal, making it look as if the impeachment motion was because Rigathi Gachagua never wanted people in government. Yet the actual plan is forming a new formation with other small ethnic communities so that he can run away from Mount Kenya, because these other small communities have always been voting for Raila Amolo Odinga. Okay, so what Gachagua should do is also start moving around. In fact, Gachagua should stop being in Mathira sleeping as he waits for court verdict. He should start moving around the country to ask for votes come 2027. William Ruto started as early campaign for 4 years, almost 5 years. Gachagua should do the same. Okay, because 2 years are only remaining. We are in 2024. By 2027, we will be going in an election. Okay? Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is the first time on this YouTube channel, I employ you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.